Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this makeup look. I've been wearing this a lot just in the heat. All it is kind of like polished, semi-polished beach skin when you don't want to wear any eye makeup but you still want to look somewhat put together, and it's makeup that you can sweat through. I am someone that sweats, right? This heat is making me sweat. Under all of this studio lighting is making me sweat. But if I was going to sweat through it, I'd be fine. It wouldn't be cakey, it wouldn't be patchy. You could take a napkin and dab your face and your makeup still would look fine. It's super natural, very quick and easy. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so this is going to be a super simple, easy look. We're going to start off with a bare face, and then we are going to just address our skin and see what it needs. Usually I need a lot of hydration in this heat as well. You just want to wear a light face, so you want to hydrate yourself with some water at least, and do this throughout the day because you will be sweating. Then is important sunscreen, guys. I can't even stress to you how much you need to be wearing sunscreen. I use a La Roche Posay. This is the Anthelios sunscreen in SPF 50. I put this everywhere. Now, initially you can see that this has a little bit of a white cast only when you pop it on. Then as you start rubbing it in, it is invisible, which is what I love about it. And for us darker skin girls, it's amazing. Also, I add this caudalie SPF 30 on to my arms. My arms were exposed and my legs were exposed as well this day, so I always add SPF to them, and it adds this really nice, beautiful, glossy finish, which I love. Like, I love wearing oil on my skin, so I might as well protect it at all costs as well. And make sure you're protecting your skin even if you're indoors. I know a lot of people think, I'm not going out today, but the sunlight's coming through your windows and doors, baby. So you want to protect your skin, and I just rub that in to everything. You also want to apply your sunscreen every 4 hours at least, but that is hard, I'm not going to lie. Next, I'm going to go in with my elemis. This is a superfood moisturizing primer. As usual, everything will be down below, and I'm just going to pop this all over the face. This was really nice. This was kind of like, it was moisturizing. I do tug up my skin a little bit. Sorry guys that you have to see this, but it was really nice. And I was a little bit worried that it was going to be too light for me, but it just leaves my skin with an illuminescent feel and look. So you guys can see that it's just immediately radiating, which is what I love about it. It does take a little while for me to blend this all into the skin, but it was super hydrating, and it's not too heavy on the skin as well. Then I just go ahead and tap everything in and let the blood run to the surface of the skin. Next, I'm going to be using some foundation. So I'm going to move in to this milk. This is the Sunshine tint, and it's got a rollable applicator, which I think is so different. I've actually never seen a foundation like this before. I'm using the shade Honey. So as you can see, you just squeeze that out and it comes out like this. Then you rollerball that over your skin. Of course, you don't have to. You can use a rollerball on a beauty blender. You can apply a little bit onto like a petri dish. But I rollerball it onto the skin. It's kind of like a deodorant ball. And then I'm just going to blend this out. Now, this product is very lightweight, which is what I love about it. You want to use a lightweight foundation for the summer. Again, this makeup look is going to be easy to sweat off. And what I mean by that is that if you're in the heat, you want to wear a little bit of makeup, this would be perfect. Because if you do sweat, and you are going to most likely sweat, and I sweat quite a bit on my upper lip, around my mouth area, on my face. If I do sweat, it's not going to get cakey, it's not going to get patchy, it's going to easily sweat off, and the rest of your makeup's going to look fine. I hope that makes sense. You know what I mean? You can sweat it off and it looks cool. It's not like you have to go and apply the whole of your bottom half of your face again. It will be fine. So I'm just going to use my beauty blender just to blend this in. I also actually take this foundation down onto my neck, my chest, anything that's exposed, because my chest is a lot lighter. It's annoying, but my chest is a lot lighter, so it'll always look like my face is darker. Then I'm going to take a cream concealer. This is the Too Faced peach concealer in peanut butter. I'm going to pop it on a fluffy brush. I'm going to take off the excess. And the reason why I do this is because you don't want too much concealer. Again, if you sweat it off, it's absolutely fine. But you can see this shade match is absolutely perfect for me. Sorry, I was faffing around with my hair. But you can see the shade match is absolutely perfect for me. So I'm going to use this on a fluffy brush. Using it on a fluffy brush just means that it looks a little bit more natural. Now, if you're like me and you have darker pigmentation on your eyelids, it's up to you whether you go over them. I just don't, because I'm not really applying any eye makeup, and then I find that on the eyelids especially, this concealer will definitely crease. So I'm just applying with a fluffy brush. You can even just take your fingers and dab off the excess concealer underneath your eyes, because I feel like with a look like this, it needs to be super natural. So you might even want a little bit of pigmentation shining through. For this day, I didn't really want that. I just wanted to kind of cover them bad boys up and feel a little bit confident in my skin. So I'm just going to be using that fluffy brush. As you can see later on, I'm going to just be airbrushing this out around my mouth, around the sides of my nose, just to make sure there's not kind of like a distinct line of when the concealer starts and stops, just because the concealer is obviously a lot heavier than the foundation. So I'm just using the brush kind of like a beauty blender just to blend all over the skin. And I really do like this finish and this concealer. Then I'm going to go in with the Nudies Matte. This is by Nudestix, and this is in the shade Sunset Strip. Mine actually broke. It was in the lid. What I like to do is take a little bit, apply it to the back of my hand, and then again, like we did the concealer, take off the excess and then apply a little bit of blush. You can also apply a bronzer if you want, and no blush. I just feel like blush looks really kind of healthy, and your skin would naturally look rosy in the heat as the blood comes to the surface of the skin. So I'm just applying this with a fluffy brush. Each time I go into the blush, I'll take off the excess because I don't want there to be a lot of product. This is kind of like the bare minimal product. Then I'm going to go into Lottie London's. This is their freckle tint, and you don't have to do this. The only reason that I've done this is just so the look looks more natural. I love the look of freckles. I think they look so beautiful. They're just super pretty. So what you want to do with this product is you want to stamp it on. Now I have done this a few times over because usually I have different methods of freckles. This is the most natural of them, so I do like to reapply and apply and apply. But what you do is stamp the product on. It leaves a very liquidy kind of warm brown dot, and then you want to use a beauty blender or use your finger to dab that excess off, and then use a dabbed excess on your finger to stamp again on to other parts of your skin. I hope that makes sense. So then the freckles are quite faded. They look very natural. I also use a beauty blender. I found that I think I've moved to a beauty blender after this, and I find that it looks a little bit more natural. The beauty blender holds onto that product a little better, but as you can see the residue left. But as you keep dabbing over it, I was finding that my finger was taking off the freckle tint. So I do use a beauty blender, and by doing this, it's going to hold on to that product, and you want to just dab very lightly. Also depends on how many freckles you want. Do you want them to be quite distinct? Because if you want them to be quite distinct, then use a cream contour, like a warm shade, and dot that onto your finger and stamp that on. That works really effectively if you want the freckles to be quite distinct. Today I wanted everything to be super natural. I know you guys can't see it that much on camera, but I'm hoping that you can a little bit. Then I'm just going to curl my lashes. We're not wearing mascara, we're not wearing eyeshadow, so we are just going to curl our lashes. I like to curl them again. So we do one set for like 5 times and then another set for 5 times just to create a curl. It does just fan out your lashes, and of course do the other eye, whatever curlers really works. But I like to do the stamping motion just to make sure that curl is held in place, and then I like to fan the lashes out just with my fingers so they are all very separate. I'm going to be using my Benefit Brow Setter in 24-hour Brow Setter, and I'm just going to be putting this through my brows. Now by all means, this depends very much on what your brows are like. Mine are quite full, they're pretty dark. I feel like when you've got a natural look, you really don't want to go heavy on the brows, but depending on what your brows are like, if they're a little bit more sparse, run some eyeshadow through them or some brow powder through them, and then run the setter through them just so they look super natural. Then the one thing that I am going to use that is powder is the L'Oreal True Match Minerals Translucent Powder. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you when I say this, but this is like one of my favorite powders right now. The reason being is it's because it's very fine. So I found that I've worn this, I wear this a lot, and I found that even if I sweat through it, it doesn't get patchy. Now, make sure that you take this on a really fluffy brush, so you're only dispensing the tiniest amount of powder, and that way you're not going to get any of that cake or that kind of build-up. Then I'm going to take the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm, and this is in, I believe it's Dolce Vita.
but I'll leave everything down below. And I'm going to pop this on the lips. You can also go for a clear lip balm or a lip gloss or a tinted balm. And I'm going to finish everything off with a MAC Fix Plus. I love this smell. This is in the scent Passion. It's just so nice and refreshing. Of course, I'm going to take my clips out, and then I'm going to use my Living Proof. This is the full volume blast, and it creates such nice volume. I don't know how it does it. It's like magic in a bottle. But my hair, once I've kind of just shaked it out, it looks so beautiful, and it looks a lot thicker, which is what I love. And then, of course, guys, don't forget your deodorant. I love men's deodorant for some reason. I don't know why. But that is the finished look. Of course, you don't have to wear makeup. This is more a look for if you're going out, or you're going out for drinks at lunchtime or something, and you really want to look put together, but you don't really want to wear makeup, and it doesn't matter if you're going to go swimming in it. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of makeup where it just looks a little bit put together. I think matched with the hair as well, and the soft kind of waves and curls. It looks super, super beautiful. As always, please do let me know your thoughts down below. And I am just going to move in to my outro because you guys are sick of seeing me posing here.
Okay guys, that is it for this makeup look. I hope you really enjoyed it. I really, really hope you did. It is something a little bit different, but I feel like this would apply to everyone. Either you're someone that loves full glam, you don't want to wear any makeup in the heat at all, or you want to wear something semi put together. I feel like this look fits into that range. Let me know your thoughts down below. Also follow me on Instagram because I upload there every single day, and I'm on stories every hour, so you can keep up to date with me there. As opposed to here on YouTube, I'm a little bit slower. But let me know also what you want to see next from me as well down below. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.